Hello, I'm Salome Schoonheim. I am 19 years old and I study here at NHL Stenden for the study of art teacher, and this is my art story.
Can you take me back to the moment you first felt drawn to art?
I have a very creative family. So my grandma is a painter, my granddad is an architect, is that a word? And my mother paints and my father designs both. So everyone is doing something with art and mainly painting and drawing. So that's how I grew up. And I grew up in a special school. It's called a free school here in Holland. We say vrije school. And it's actually a school where the main focus is on the creativity. So the development of the creativity of the children is the main focus. So that's where I learned a lot there. So I think that's where it started.
How has your artistic journey evolved over the years?
So it started like small when you're like a kid and then you get better at school and you try a lot of new materials and other things. And later you are like, okay, I'm kind of good at this, or I like it. And you start making things at your own. And that's how you develop. You just try a lot of things and you make a lot of things. And now I do this. So now I get better every day.
What personal experiences or emotions most influence your work?
I need to think of this. I think something happens when you have a thought or something in your mind that you want to express in your art. So it can be just, how do you say? I know the Dutch word, not the English word. Just your opinion or something. But it can also be an experience you want to show. So I have one example of something that happened and people were they said something about me and I did not agree. So I started making artworks because I want to show them, you're not right, I'm right. So it's really childish, but it's...
Can you give me an example of that?
Of that moment?
Yeah.
They called me, I look very, maybe not the most artistic at the first look. So people said to me, compared to my classmates, I look a little different. So they said to me, she is not going to make this study because she doesn't look like an artist. And I was like, what do you mean?
That's a weird thing to say.
It's really weird. So I was really irritated and I was like, you're not right and it's not fair to say this to someone. So I made a lot of things to show that I'm really creative and show that I'm able to do good things. Thank you.
Is there a specific piece you've created that holds deep meaning for you? This story was I made an artwork and it was kind of a video, but it was also a performance. You know this performance art? Yeah.
I made a performance artwork and I went to the central station and I painted a dress and I said, you can't judge people on how they look. And I hold up signs with saying, I'm not good enough for this study, or I don't look like the normal people. So this was my artwork and I walked around in the city like this and people filmed, and that's what I...
That's really cool.
Yes.
Have you faced any challenges or doubts along the way?
Yes, it's a really competitive world, the artistic world. So you see a lot of people that are better and a lot of people where you think, oh, I don't think I'm this talented. So this is a lot of doubts that come in my mind and I'm like, I don't know if I'm able to live from my artworks, or... So this is like, am I able to get a living from this? So this is my doubt. Yes.
How does your background or identity shape the art you create?
I think a lot of... I think my creativity is mostly influenced by my parents and the school. So I have this really big creativity and I'm able to do a lot of things. So that is a big influence, my surroundings and, my youth. But also the things I, how do you say? Things I experience. Yes, thank you. Things I experience, like the example I told you with this girl. And other things that have the biggest influence. So.
Very nice. Can you describe your creative process? What happens from the moment an idea is born to the final piece?
Well, do you mean with an assignment we get from school or just in general?
In general, like what's your creative process?
Okay, so first I feel like I want to make something, and then I'm gonna decide whether I want to make a painting or a sculpture or anything else. Go crazy, and mostly I think, okay, what do I feel like making? Do I want something realistic, or do I want just my opinion be sent to the world, or what do I want? And then I start making a lot of experiments and a lot of sketches and stuff to see how am I gonna make this, how do you say, this thought, how I'm gonna write, how do you say?
Bring it to life?
Yes, yes, that one. And then I try a lot of things. So my the biggest part of the process is just making a lot of experiments and trying a lot of things. So that's where my main focus is.
Are there any artists, people, or places that have significantly impacted your growth?
Yeah, so this is a funny story. I have a boyfriend now, and he is from Rome, Roberto, and he works with art. Coincidentally, is that a word?
Yeah.
Is that not a word, right?
You're good.
Okay, no, okay. He works with art, and he learned me a lot because he loves it, and it's his job. So when I have an assignment, I'm like texting him like, what am I gonna do? And so he helps me a lot, and I learn a lot. And yeah, he really helps me, this person, and also my parents, that when we are on vacation, we went to see a lot of different cultures, and they wanted to teach us and educate us in different cultures of different countries, so that really helps too.
So it's good to have a support system.
Yes.
What do you hope others feel or take away when they experience your work?
I think see the real me, because I really find it annoying when people judge me on how I look. Like, it's not fair. I don't do this to you and you don't do this to me. So I want to show them that I am able to do these things, and I am not always as bitchy as I look, if I can say that. And because I look really like girly, and don't feel always like that. So I want to show them that I am, how do you say that? I want to take risks sometimes. I'm not afraid, and that's what I want to show to people, the real me. Yes.
Has Leeuwarden influenced your art making process?
No, I don't find the city very inspiring. But that's what you mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's a lovely city. It's really nice, and but not really beautiful buildings or something that you can look at and like, wow. But I think we have, sometimes we had an assignment and it had something to do with making the city better, and empty places filled with something artistic. So that was really nice, because we had this really boring place and we made something beautiful. And so I like to do those things to it, but I don't get anything back from Leeuwarden, no.
Are there any artistic places or events you recommend in the city?
There's this really beautiful building. It's from the Jugendstil. That's how we say in Holland. Sounds really German, but it's not. Jugendstil, and it's a building. It's an old pharmacy, and it's in the center of Leeuwarden, and it's really beautiful with a lot of beautiful details. And that's a special building. It's really, you don't see it very like, oh, this is a special building, but when you are noticing it, then you can see.